What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Gusty Garden Galaxy theme, specifically the chorus part, where the beginning part is actually already covered in a video done by 8-Bit Music Theory. If you don't know his channel, definitely check it out. He has a ton of wonderful videos going over video game music and how they all work together in terms of music theory, and breaks it all down in a very digestible way. So in today's video, I want to go over the main theme, which is the da 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 da, the part that everyone pretty much knows. Which is I consider like the chorus of the theme. So we're going to get into that, describe what really makes it work and how we can kind of apply that to our own music. And it's going to be great. So before we do that, though, I want to give you my guide on actually how to write music like Disney and Nintendo. We're actually going to be pulling from this guide today to kind of take a look at the melody here. But essentially, this guide goes over how to really write music in those styles, just more outgoing, kind of adventure-like, really happy, how to use beautiful chords to spice up your harmony, how to write, catchy melodies and themes that are really consistent with a Disney and Nintendo sound. So I want to give that to you absolutely free. If you want to check out this full guide, just click the link in the description box below. It'll take you straight there, and you can download it totally free as my gift for watching this video. So let's dive into the theme. Let me just really quickly play it first. It's in the key of D flat major or C sharp, but let's consider D flat here. And I'll just play the first part here. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, and then it basically repeats again with a slight variation on the second half. If you haven't heard the theme, by the way, definitely do that. Type Gusty Garden Galaxy into YouTube and you'll get a sense of what it sounds like right away. But anyway, the first thing I want to describe is the actual contour of the melody. So one thing that makes it super singable and super memorable is, first of all, there's a bit of an appoggiatura. So it starts on a non-chord tone because the chord is D flat major, but we actually start on an E flat. So da, da, then we resolve to the tonic, right? So starting on the super tonic and then resolving to the tonic, it feels very nice. So non-chord tone to chord tone, then da, da, again, that A flat leads us to the next bar, in this case again to the E flat, which then resolves again down to the D flat, the tonic note. Now, those two repetitions, right, those two instances of this melody, da, 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 it just makes it super memorable for us. It's a very simple 3-note melody, but it's very memorable. Then, the third time, we don't go back to the E flat, we actually step above that, we go up to the F. So it goes back up, but up a sixth before resolving down to the E flat. Now the chord here is actually changed to the G flat chord or the 4 chord. So that F on top is a non-chord tone again before it resolves down to the chord tone. You can call it a G flat 6 chord. In that case, the E flat would be a chord tone. If you just consider it a 4 chord, then the E flat's still a non-chord tone, but it still sounds very nice. So the melodic contour, notice how it starts higher, it goes down, and then goes back up again, back down, and then up even higher before going back down and resolving. This natural contour of a melody is one of the hallmarks of a good melody. When it does jump, it usually just jumps like a 4th or a 6th, but it does go down by step as well. So there's a very subtle, relaxed type of movement in the melody as well before you kind of go to these steps. So you have 4th, a 5th, and then a 6th here, right? And then after that, you develop the melody even further by rising up even higher. Da, 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 da. Notice again, it's going by stepwise motion. So again, very smooth and very subtle. Da, 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 da. Kind of does this dip down again. Da, da, da. So it goes back up again. And so again, notice this constant motion of just going up and down, right? And according to what the chords are, the melody tones always fit in very nicely. So let me play this once again. Goes down, back up, now down, and up a 6th. Now rise up to the A flat, go up to the B flat, resolve on the F, to the G flat on the top, 5 chord, which resolves back to 1. Now this time the chord structure changes the second time. And then you get that kind of resolution back to the 1 chord there. But the first thing that makes the melody so memorable is the fact that we have that theme that's repeated again, then with a slight variation the third time. In the meantime, the actual contour of the melody is very, very smooth. So there's a nice distribution of stepwise motion with skips and leaps. It makes it very easy to remember. The other thing is there's rhythmic variation too. So notice the melody is distributed in different types of rhythms. So we have the dotted quarter followed by, tied eighth to quarter followed by a quarter. So it's basically 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the fact that this D flat, this tonic note, comes in on the and of 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we get this, the A flat on beat 4. But a little bit of syncopation, da 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 da, makes it more memorable. It adds a little bit of interest there. And then we get that same rhythm, da da, in the third bar there. Now, when we rise to the continuation of the phrase, now they're in regular quarter notes, so more regular. Da 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 da, half note, da da da. So some eighth notes there, da da da, da 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 da, and then the phrase continues, right? So there's kind of like 3 types of rhythms here. This pattern, dotted quarter, eighth tied to quarter, followed by quarter, that rhythm. Then the next phrase starts off with 3 quarter notes, da 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 da, right? Then a half note to extend that note forward, and then you get some fast notes in response. Da 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 da. So there's always some sort of give and take. Right? Whenever you have longer notes or more regular rhythm, then you can throw in a slightly faster rhythm to add some variation and some contrast with the more simple rhythm that happened previously. So a lot of things can contribute to a really solid, memorable melody, but I think the biggest 2 that I want to point out in this video are the melodic contour. So the fact that it kind of goes up and down is more conversational. It kind of matches human language in a way, because when we talk, we have words and phrases where our voices go up, when we're asking a question or if we're trying to make a certain point, and points where our voices go down, like if we finish a sentence or we're trying to put in a punctuation mark, right? Like an exclamation mark or a period, for example. And the second thing is the rhythmic variation. So there's always some form of structure when it comes to the rhythm. It's not all quarter notes, it's not all eighth notes. There's some variation here. There's, dotted quarters, there's half notes, there's eighth notes, and they're all distributed in a very structured way. So that is another thing that contributes to a very memorable melody. And Nintendo just has these, beautiful scores written by wonderful composers that do a great job, and they continue to crank out cool tunes in every single game they write, pretty much. But yeah, Mario games, the Super Mario Galaxy games were really the ones that inspired my love for orchestral composition, and a big reason why I do what I do. So I just wanted to share that with you today, and hopefully you enjoyed as well. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about the melody writing process, any questions about this melody in general, and we can definitely discuss that. And if you don't have the guide yet on how to write music like Disney and Nintendo, I want to give that to you totally free. Again, it goes over some key concepts that these companies use to really make sure that their music is memorable and beautiful and just really stands out. So I want to give that to you as a gift for watching this video. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.